Kayleigh McEnany, former White House press secretary and host of Saturday in America. So big time, prime time address for the president tonight. What do you think the American people want to hear, Kayleigh?
I think President Trump needs to say this was the biggest quagmire of our century, the biggest threat to our security, really of our century, maniacs getting a nuclear weapon. And I'm the president to take it on. I'm the president you can trust because I'm the president that took out the Ayatollah. I'm the president that toppled two dictatorships. I'm the president that took out Soleimani, took out al-Baghdadi, took out Fordo. I am the president that you can trust with the biggest quagmire of really our time and our generation. And then I think, Jesse, he should contrast the way this has been handled. We always talk about carrots and sticks. Carrots are the rewards you give someone to induce an action. Sticks are the punishments to induce an action. President Trump should say, Obama was all carrots. He unfroze $56 billion in Iranian assets, gave them $400 million in cash. Biden did the same, unfroze $6 billion in Iranian assets. Carrots, carrots, carrots. I've brought the stick. I killed the Ayatollah. I've sunk 155 Iranian warships. I am the president to take the fight to Iran and to not allow this country to get a nuclear weapon, not on my watch. And I think he will earn the trust of the American people. He already has.
Yeah, I mean, if you just look at his foreign policy resume, it's been quick, it's been lethal, it's been efficient. If he can wrap this up as seamlessly as it's gone so far, I think, he deserves a lot of credit going forward. The response from the Democrats, I still haven't really figured out what their problem is. I think their problem is Trump's the commander-in-chief, but do you understand where that party stands with a war that could have huge implications geopolitically?
No, I'm very unclear on where they stand. Have you, Jesse, heard a single Democrat articulate another path forward?
No.
We all agree on the objective here. And Democrats feign, oh, we don't know the objective. No, we know the objective. Destroy the ballistic missile program, keep them from getting a nuclear weapon, destroy the proxies. Have you heard one Democrat say this was my plan? If I were commander-in-chief, this was the path. They have not. And respectfully, we've tried it their way, Jesse. And what we got was terror unleashed across the globe after the Biden years. Obama years, I should say. ISIS on the run. That is what we got when we tried it their way.
And the gas prices, they're still not where they were under Biden. So they're complaining about that, and they have the right to complain about it. It's politics. You're going to use whatever you can against the guy. But did they really have a leg to stand on there? I mean, they were bragging that energy prices were high so we could all go green.
Right. It was over $5 a gallon during the Biden years. It is $4 now, which is too high. But President Trump can and will bring that down when he wraps this up. He says 2 to 3 weeks is what he is asking for. And respectfully, Biden, what did we get for $5 gas prices? We have nothing to show for it. And if we get a few weeks of $4 gas prices and a terror regime on their heels solving a problem that has bedeviled the world, that is something that President Trump can do and then fix the economy as he has done the first term to great effect.
All right, Kayleigh, we'll see you on the 5 soon. Thank you so much. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.